Hello and welcome back to Journey with Rebecca. My name is Rebecca and this is week one of a 4-week series that I'm doing to stock your pantry on a budget for winter. I know that it's not realistic to go out and spend $1,000 and stock your pantry for however long all at once. So I wanted to do a more realistic series of money that people can put into their budget each week to end up with a base of things that'll stock your pantry. These are basics. These are not going to last you an entire year. They're not even really meant to last you the entire winter. It's just meant to get you started. And I know that it's only August right now, but this is when I like to start thinking about what am I going to need for the upcoming months when winter is coming. The weather's getting colder. Unexpected things are happening, maybe with food shortages or weather, if you're living where there's inclement weather, who knows? Expect the unexpected, I think, is a good rule of thumb to go by. So I have given myself a $50 budget every week for the next 4 weeks. So only a total of $200, which is not a lot of money. But I feel like for the money, you're getting a lot of great staples that will go really well in your pantry for the upcoming winter months. So like I said, this is just simple basics to get you started, especially if you're starting from scratch. I think all of these are some really good things that are great to have in hand, and not all of this stuff will work for you and for your family. So don't go out and buy things that you aren't necessarily going to use. This is just a base of what works for my family, and I wanted to share with everyone else just to help get you started. So this is week one. This is everything that I've purchased for week one, and I actually came in under budget. So what I did was put together a list of all the things that I wanted to buy, and then I priced them out. Everything that I have purchased here is from Aldi, which is where I do the bulk of my grocery shopping. I came in under budget. So I will share the prices of everything with you and then give you the total at the very end. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please feel free to do that now so you don't miss out on any of this series. And then I think at the very end, I will do a haul of everything that I have purchased over the next 4 weeks, just to give you a really good idea of what you can actually get for $200. Less than $200. I'm hoping to be under budget because I was actually under budget for week one. But with all of that being said, let's get started. First thing I'm starting with is sugar. I bake a lot. And I actually already have a lot of sugar on hand, and one of the things I need to do is get one of those, or more than one of those, food grade 5-gallon buckets, because it's getting to the point now where I have enough that it would be realistic for me to start storing my food in one of those. So 3 things of sugar cost me $8.85. Going along with sugar is flour. I also bought 3 things of flour as well. Same thing. I have a ton of this stuff on hand already. I think you can never have too much. I do need to look at some different storage for these things because it's getting to the point now where I have so many that it would be better space-wise and just more realistic if I kept things all in one container instead of these individual packages. So the flour for 3 of them cost me $6.57. Next thing on the list was salt. Salt is very, very affordable. This container of salt cost me 64 cents. I do always like to have an extra of this on hand just in case. I don't like to go, I know it's not realistic for everybody, but I try to have backups of all of my staples just so I'm not going without. So salt, very inexpensive, 64 cents. Going with that, yeast. So I plan on baking a lot of bread this winter, and so I like to have yeast on hand. So these come in little packets of 3, and I got 3 of them, and the yeast only cost me $2.25. So this comes in handy, especially during the winter months if you're going to be doing a lot of baking, especially baking bread, which I plan on doing this winter. Next on the list is extra virgin olive oil, and I bought 2 of these, and these were actually the most expensive purchase for this shopping trip. Combined, The extra virgin olive oil cost $10.18. So that was the most expensive thing. I just like to have extras of these on hand because I am in the kitchen and I do cook a lot. So I think it's never a bad idea to have more than one. Next on the list, staying with the theme of baking, is brown sugar. So I only bought one of these. I do think that I probably will buy more. Maybe not during this series, but as I continue to stock up for winter. The only thing with this is that you want to make sure you have a container that is good for storing brown sugar. You don't want any moisture introduced to it. I have one of those brown sugar keepers that I love because it keeps your brown sugar nice and soft. So if you're going to buy more than one of these, definitely invest in storage that's going to actually keep it and have it not go bad. Brown sugar was only $1.95, so not too bad. Next on the list is taco seasoning. So, and maybe you don't use taco seasoning in your house, and maybe you make your own, which I know is something that I could and should be doing, and I do sometimes, but I don't all the time. And I do like to have just something quick and easy on hand because I do use this in a lot of recipes, more than just tacos. I put this in my meat when I'm making stuffed peppers and things like that, so these are always good to have on hand. I bought 6 of them for a total of $2.52. Another thing that I like to have stocked and on hand in my pantry is extra condiments, especially during the summer months, but I am thinking more towards winter. So I did purchase 2 ketchups because we do go through that more often than other condiments. The ketchup was $2.90. I bought 1 container of mustard, which was only 95 cents, and then I also bought a container of mayo, which was $5.48. So that brings my grand total for this shopping trip to $42.29. I stayed under my $50 budget, so I definitely could have thrown some more things in there. Some of the things that I priced out before I went to the store were actually on sale, so I did end up spending a little bit less money than I had planned. Another thing I want to mention that I did not put in any of this pantry stocking videos is water. So definitely it's a really good idea to have extra water on hand. We have a ton on hand already. So none of these trips include water, but I do think it is a good idea every time you go to the grocery store to purchase some water for your family, just in case of emergency. So that's it for week 1. I think I did pretty good. I feel like my money stretched pretty far at Aldi as compared to going to other stores around here in my area. Again, this is just to get you started. This is not going to last you all winter long. This is not meant to last a year. This is not everything that you're ever going to need to stock your pantry, especially in an emergency situation. This is just a base to get you started. So I really hope that you found value in this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of this 4-part series of stocking your pantry for winter on a budget. And I will see you guys really soon.